Okay, race fans, let's recap the racing action from Wednesday, August 27th here at Delaware Park. The weather was spectacular. The main track was fast. The turf is firm. We're expecting nice weather all week long here at Delaware Park. So we have 3 big fields on the turf for you on Thursday and some nice big fields on the turf for you on Saturday. So thanks to all our fans, horsemen, and bettors for supporting us on Wednesday as we kicked off the 3-day race week. Let's get right to the action. Race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. They bet almost $30,000 today into the early pick 5. Race 1, we're going a flat mile on the main track, which is fast. It was fast all afternoon. The turf was firm all afternoon. Race 1's claiming $50,000 for 3-year-old fillies or filly mares 4 and up, never won 2. Let's check out the action here from race 1 with the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown.
Away and running. Drifting out at the start was Bold Boss. Rail belongs to Intrepid Mo. And Sassafras Nest is right there too. 4 paths deep is 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 wide is Rosie on the River. 6 deep was No More 10 lines. And Few Carrés at the back of the pack. Up and around the first turn they go. Bold Boss spearheads the field, and it's a solid length over Sassafrasness, who's a patiently ridden second, and Intrepid Mo is pulling hard under the jockey's hands and is loping along in third. 3/4 of a length down from that one is 5 o'clock somewhere, and 5 o'clock somewhere is up the back of the track in fourth. So they pass the 5 furlong point, and Bold Boss shows the way, but it's dwindled to 3/4 of a length. Sassafrasness takes the fight to her in second, and 5 o'clock somewhere looms large with that lime cap in third. Intrepid Mo rides that rail in front of Rosie on the River, No More 10 lines, and Few Carrés still whips him in around the second turn. Bold Boss still calls the shots, but pushes come to shove, and Sassafras Nest now inherits the lead at the 5/16 pole, and Sassafras Nest kicks for the money. Bold Boss comes under a heavy drive, and now Intrepid Mo goes into third. Here's the quarter pole for Sassafras Nest, who kicks away with style and shows away by 3, and the leading jockey asked for more, and the response was devastatingly positive and has opened up 5. Intrepid Mo moves into second deep on the track, 5 o'clock somewhere, and closing in late is Few Carrés, but it's all over up top. And the first of the day in the second favorite's home, Sassafras Nest, has won it. 5 o'clock somewhere second, Intrepid Mo third, and Bold Boss weakened to fourth.
Sassafras Nest, she's a win machine. She picks up her 4th win from 7 lifetime starts. 3-year-old filly by Unified wins for your leading trainer, Jamie Ness. That's the 54th win of the meet for the Nest Barn. Leading jockey, Jamie Rodriguez, with the win on Sassafras Nest, who went off 9-5 and paid $5.60 to win race 1. Let's take a look here at race 2. We kick off the early pick 4 in race 2. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, claiming $62.50 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's check out the action here from race 2.
Away and running. Good speed today from Living Water, but there's the speed of Swifty Devil, and Makazan is right there too, so 3 of them fly in the first 110 yards. Awesome Prince came away a handy 4th, and Araj is last of all, so Living Water shows the way and has a long neck to the good. Swifty Devil right there eyeballing the speed in second, and 2 lengths down is Makazan in third, who starts to back pedal, passed in tandem by Awesome Prince and Araj. There's 3/8 of a mile to go, and Living Water now slowly slipping away to lead by 2. Swifty Devil needs to dig deep and find more. Araj is deep on the track. Awesome Prince coming under a ride, and Makizan stays at the rail. They just passed the quarter pole, and Living Water hugs that corner and shoots away by 3 open lengths. Chasing up the inside is Awesome Prince. Araj is deep on the track. Swifty Devil boxes on, and Makizan just did not have it today. And inside the furlong grounds, Living Water is kicking clear at 2-1 with 70 yards left to go. Living Water has got it. Living Water has won. Swifty Devil second, Araj was third, and it's close for fourth between Awesome Prince and Makizan.
Another nice win for the Bruce Kravitz Barn. He's your second leading trainer now with 15 wins. Living Water picks up his 11th lifetime win. The 6-year-old keeps going strong. 11 wins from 54 starts. He's made about $250,000 in career earnings. Nice ride there by Yabiel Ramos on the 6-year-old by Divining Rod. Living Water went off 2-1 and paid $6.60 to win race 2. So the first couple races, both the favorites got beat. That's going to be big as far as your early pick 5 payout. All right, let's take a look here at race 3. Race 3, we kick off the middle pick 5. They bet over 6,200 today into the middle pick 5. We're going a flat mile on a firm turf course, rail at 15 feet today on the turf. Race 3 is claiming 16,000 3 and up, never won 3 lifetime. Let's check out the action here from race 3.
Away and running. Slow to go is Garden Leave. Good speed on the outside for Coronova, and maybe it's time these two pass us for the first time as a pair. Country Charlie's a settled third, and Roller Coaster Man is right there in the congregation as well. Sass's Class probes up the paint, and Harbor of Gold's in front of 3 rivals early, which is Garden Leave, who had a slow start, PJ's Song, second to last, and Go Take Charge at the back of the pack. 6 furlongs to go, and Coronova does it nice and easy on the front end, goes down to the 5 furlong point, leading by 1. Country Charlie is 1 path off the rail in second, and Roller Coaster Man that heads real high and is an unsettled third. Maybe it's time's a ground saving fourth, and PJ Song is wide for the backstretch run, and Sass's Class continues to stay against the PVC with a half mile to go. Harbor of Gold in front of Garden Leave, and the one who's tailed off is Go Take Charge. So Coronova controls the teletimer and leads by a length and a half with 3 furlongs to go. Country Charlie is right there shadowing the speed every step of the way. Sass's Class is in the box seat today. Roller Coaster Man continues this uneasy trip in fourth, and maybe it's time tries their rally from fifth. They just passed the quarter pole, and Coronova calls the shots and swings first. Homeward bound now, and Coronova's kicked away by 2. But Sass's Class has had a dream trip today. Trying to close in late on the far outside is Garden Leave. They're at the gap. Coronova's a little tired but still holding on. Garden Leave is coming with a mid-track charge. Here comes Garden Leave at Coronova. Coronova safe at home to beat out Garden Leave. Go Take Charge, and maybe it's time.
Coast-to-coast win by Coronova on this firm turf course today. 5-year-old by Overanalyze wins for owner and breeders Dr. and Mrs. Thomas Bowman and Michael Bishop. Nice job there by trainer Ricky Silliman. The Silliman Barn having a strong meet. The Silliman Barn now with 4 wins from 7 starts this meet at Delaware Park. Coronova now a 3-time winner. Angel Cruz had the winning ride on this 5-year-old by Overanalyze. Coronova went off 2-1 and paid $6.80 to win race 3. Let's take a look here at race 4 to kick off the late pick 5. They'd bet over 11,000 today into the late pick 5. Race 4 is a maiden claiming 25,000 for 2-year-olds going 6 furlongs. Let's check out the action here from race 4.
Away and running. Good speed on the outside from Guns Roar today. Right next door to that one is Magic Mikey. And here comes the inside flash from Santini and Stone Cold Handsome. So now Stone Cold Handsome and Santini 1-2 down the back of the track, and Guns Roars 5 paths deep in third. A lineup of 3 with Raging Cation changing in fourth, and Williston Warriors in between rivals. Magic Mikey is a backpedaling 6 in front of Smart Kenzie. Second to last is Painted Lion, and Vion Manor whips him in around the one and only turn. Santini leads the charge, but Guns Roars right there breathing down that rival's neck in second. Williston Warriors coming alive nicely on the far outside, while Raging Cajun continues to scrape the paint, and Magic Mikey is a struggling fifth at the moment as they turn for home. So at the top of the stretch with 3/16 to go, Santini shows the way by 3 open lanes. Now chasing in second on the far outside is Williston Warrior. The gray is Magic Mikey, who's getting on track but is too late. Inside the final 16th of a mile, Santini is nicely clear, and at even money, Santini was an easy winner. Raging Cajun was second, Williston Warrior third, and Magic Mikey was fourth.
Big George Weaver, the ice cream man, ships down here with a nice first-time starter by Munning. Santini goes right to the winner's circle on debut. Nice ride there by jockey Samuel Moran Santini. A $12,000 OBS purchase last April. Wins at a nice maiden $25,000 here. That horse paid $4 to win race 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 4. We're going a flat mile on a firm turf course here in race 5, claiming 16,003 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. Let's see what happens here in race 5.
Away and running. Good speed from the grade Dominguez, who breaks right on cue. Showing good early flash deep on the track is Morning March. And Silk War is also right there too. Arctic Outbreak is in between rivals. And My Lucky Valentine scrapes the paint early on. The Calora Kid, despite a slow break, is now in the mid-flight of runners, including Praline's Cat and Longest Stride. Uptown Tappin is picked off 3, and Comanche Peak has to come with a big close. So 2 of them go at it, and Morning March on the outside tries to put that nose in front of Dominguez, and they match strides for the backstretch run. There's a gap of 4 back to My Lucky Valentine, who rides the rail in 3rd, and Arctic Outbreak is off the 2 path in 4th. Deep on the track, the Calora Kid tries to mount a bid, and in between rivals is Silk War. Then you have Uptown Tappin, who's near the back of the field along with Longest Stride, and the trailer's Praline's Cat. They race to the far turn run, and it's Dominguez who continues to make play, and Morning March is continuing to hound this one every step of the way, but Dominguez is going very smooth right now. The Calora Kid tries to gather momentum. Here comes Uptown Tappin with a flashy run, and Silk War is stymied not once but twice. They come to the top of the stretch, and Dominguez has led them a long way. Here comes Silk War behind a wall of speed. Uptown Tappin 3 wide, they swing, and Dominguez is holding on by a length and a half lead. Silk War continues to bridge that gap, so does Uptown Tappin, but Dominguez is still giving plenty inside. 100 yards left to go, and Dominguez is a 3-2 winner. Second went to Silk War. Uptown Tappin was 3rd. Arctic Outbreak was 4th.
Just like in that race 3 turf race, race 5, we see a wire-to-wire winner. Dominguez, my best bet of the day, goes off at 3-2 and gives jockey Jamie Rodriguez his second win of the day. Congratulations to owner breeder Richard J. Hackerman of Maryland and trainer Mark Schumann, the Schumann Barn, and Mr. Hackerman having a nice meet this year here at Delaware Park. Good to see Dominguez now a 3-time winner. He's now made about $100,000 in career earnings. Nice 6-year-old gray gelding by Cross Traffic, paid $5 to win race 5. The early pick 5 on Wednesday paid okay because he had 3 favorites win, couple second choice horses win. The early pick 5 paid $316.05. Congratulations if you had that, and congratulations there to all the winning connections of Dominguez. A big win there in race 5. Let's take a look here at race 6 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. Race 6, a nice first level allowance condition for 3-year-olds, an upward optional claiming $15,000. We're going a mile and a 16th on the main track. Let's check out the action here from race 6.
Away and running. Slow to go is One Wayfarer. Tap for Speed is Platform and Freedom Stance. And the pace couldn't be going any quicker, and Hot Stock came away in 3rd. Amity Road already has a charmed run up the inside today, and Style Me Royals in that joint 4th place position. 5 paths deep is Tiger Moon, and the slow starting strides of One Wayfarer has a lot of pace to chase. So it's Platform at the head of the class, shows the way by only half a length, and Freedom Stance is eager to go, and the jockey takes a firm hold aboard Freedom Stance in that 2nd place position. Hot Stock is very wide in between rivals Style Me Royal, and Amity Road rides the inside to a joint 4th and now takes over 4th. Tiger Moon's going to have a very wide trip today, and One Wayfarer is still at the back of the pack. So 2 sets of 2 in the top 4 positions, and it's Platform holding on by a neck, but Freedom Stance is right there getting closer in a wide open betting affair, and now Hot Stop makes it 3 across the track. Amity Road is right there with No Excuses in fourth. Tiger Moon caught wide both turns. Style Me Royals in the thick of it too, and Nothing Today from One Wayfarer. They turn again, and Freedom Stance calls for the lead as Platform backed up fast. Hot Start is getting closer as the longest shot on the board, and on the deep outside trying to close in. Here comes Amity Road, and Tiger Moon is heads turned for home. Freedom Stance had first run, but chances galore at the 3/16. It's Freedom Stance clinging on to the lead. Here's the orange cap of Style Me Royal. The long shot Hot Stot's in the thick of it too. Tiger Moon is right there, 4 across the track, inside 200 yards to go, and Style Me Royal slowly slipping away at 4-1. They're chasing for place. It's Style Me Royal victorious in here to beat Tiger Moon, Hot Stot, and Freedom Stance.
Style Me Royal sat off the early pace and found room turning for home and had a strong late kick to win going away against a nice allowance field. Style Me Royal, a 4-year-old by Palace Malice, now an 8-time winner from 22 starts. He's won 4 races this year. He's won 6 races here at Delaware Park. Nice ride by the 7-pound apprentice Jose Vargas for owner-trainer Edward Mayer. So this is a nice claim by the Mare Barn. They claimed Style Me Royal for $62.50 late June. They won first off the claim on August 13th and a beaten 10,000. Now they step up to a nice allowance race and get the money. So they're 2 for 2 with Style Me Royal. Ted Mayer, a former groom for the Hall of Famer Billy Mott a long time ago, so he knows a thing or two. And it looks like he made a nice claim here with Style Me Royal. Now 2 for 2 in the new barn. Style Me Royal went off at 4-1 and paid $10.80 to win race 6. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Style Me Royal. A big win against Allowance Company there in race 6. Let's take a look here at race 7, a nice maiden special weight to kick off the late daily double. We're going 7.5 furlongs on a firm turf course with the rail at 15 feet. It's a nice maiden special weight for filly and mares 3 and up. The 2 previous turf races today, we saw wire-to-wire winners. We'll see if the speed holds here on this firm turf course in race 7. Let's check out the action from the 7th.
Away and running. Tardy start for Risk and Regret. Good speed today from Rapaz. One path off the rail is Asking for Avon AK. Then you have Stopwatch and Fuzzy. Tailored for Joy is going to be very wide around the first turn. So they bank left, and it's Rapaz at the head of the class and shows the way by 1. Lady Vintage emerges from out of the crowd to be in second, and Asking for Avon AK's in third. Tailored for Joy is 3 paths deep at the 5.5, and there's quite a separation. Back to Stopwatch in 5th. Commemorative is off the inside in 6th. In front of Fuzzy, Coquila Miss, and Risk and Regrets last of all, but a solo act at the 4.5. Rapaz shows the way, and that lead is a length and a long tail, while Lady Vintage is right there trying to get closer to the speed in second. Asking for Avon AK is right there probing up the rail. Tailored for Joy is 4 paths deep, but starts a steady advance. Stopwatch just got a reminder to stay with the speed. Commemorative is coming alive on the outside, but is going to caught deep as they round the far turn. It's still Rapaz showing the way, but the posse's quickly to descend. The rail speed of Asking for Avon AK is right there too. Tailored for Joy is 4 wide, and this is wide open at the top of the stretch. Rapaz has been this long-time leader. Stopwatch comes with a menacing move up the inside. Battling on is Asking for Avon AK. Tailored for Joy's in the thick of it too. Coquila Miss is showing up late, but Stopwatch had a dream saloon passage up the fence, and Stopwatch has won it. Second is real close between Coquila Miss and Rapaz, and then there's another photo for 4th.
Well, the early speed almost went all the way there in race 7. The 6 Rapaz set some fast early fractions, and Rapaz hung on to dead heat for second with the 5 Coquila Miss, but that fast early fractions here in race 7 set it up for a closer like the 3 Stopwatch, who rallies late and gets the money, wins for Runnymore Racing and trainer Cal Lynch. Stopwatch, a 3-year-old filly by Not This Time, breaks her maiden in her second career start. Today was her turf debut. Stopwatch gives jockey Angel Cruz his second win of the day. The filly went off 9-2, and Stopwatch paid $11 to win race 7. Let's take a look here at the 8th and final race on Wednesday. Race 8, we're going a flat mile on the main track, 25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see what happens here in the Wednesday finale.
Away and running. Tap for Speed was passioned. In between rivals Carvelli and Crest, there's a Rail Speed, a secured landing, and Frosty the Giant is way out deep. Around the first turn they go. 3 of them stack up, and Passion runs and guns for the lead. But Carvelli and Quest and Frosty the Giant will have none of that, and the pace is wickedly fast for the distance. And going past the 6.5, it's Frosty the Giant at the head of affairs, leads by 1. Passion's a tracking second, and Carvelli and Quest is in third. There's a line of 3 that chases that top trio. Secured Landings on the inside, sharing fourth with Mad Banker in between rivals. Sacred Thunder is deep on the track, and nothing yet from that away. Midpoint of the backstretch run, Frosty the Giant tries to throttle that speed, but the lead's down to 2. Carvelli and Quest is right there, getting closer with 4 furlongs to go, and the run of the race is coming from Sacred Thunder, going 2 to their every one. Passion went too fast, too early. Mad Banker comes alive in that white cap, and Secured Landing is in the backfield with that away. Here's the far turn, and Frosty the Giant is on borrowed time, and Carvelli and Quest comes calling for the lead, and Sacred Thunder's only 1.5 lengths down, and Mad Banker was stalled in fourth, heads turned for home, and Carvelli and Quest puts a nose in front. Frosty the Giant is running a tough race today, but Sacred Thunder has all this glorious outside momentum with 3/16 to go. Sacred Thunder takes the lead. Carvelli and Quest ducked in. Frosty the Giant was stymied badly, and Mad Banker trying to close in for the balance, but it's all over up top. At 6-5, Sacred Thunder is the race winner. Under the line second was Carvelli and Quest. Frosty the Giant weakened to third, and Mad Banker finished fourth.
Here's a 2-year-old. He is 0 for 6 coming into today. He was facing older horses for the first time in this race. He was getting first-time Lasix, and that certainly helped. Sacred Thunder went off 6-5 and goes right to the winner's circle for owner John Hazard and trainer Gary Capuano. Nice ride from the 7-pound apprentice Yetzit Hazelwood. Sacred Thunder, now a 4-time winner from 16 starts. He's made about $250,000. The 3-year-old son of Holy Boss loves it here at Delaware Park. Now 3 wins from 7 starts here at Delaware, also with 3 second-place finishes here at Delaware. So Sacred Thunder paid $4.40 to win race 8 if you hit the late pick 5. Late pick 5 paid okay, paid $497.20. I forgot to tell you that middle pick 5 that paid out in race 7, the middle pick 5 paid a little bit over $1,000 today. So congratulations if you had any or all maybe of the pick 5 scores this afternoon here at Delaware Park. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about my best bet and price play for Thursday here at Delaware. Okay, let's talk about my best bet and price play for Thursday, August 27th, right here at Delaware Park. My best bet is going to come in race 3. That's the first of 3 big turf fields we have on Thursday. Races 3, 5, and 7 are on the turf for Thursday. Race 3, we're going a mile, 70 yards on the turf. It's a 25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-olds or 4 and up, which have started for 25 or less and never won 2. The 1 Padiddles 3-2 morning line, and I'm going to make this 5-year-old son of Empire Maker, my best bet of the day. He's making his first start in the Andy Simoff barn. Simoff having a good meet, hitting at 21%. He gets jockey Julio Hernandez, your second leading rider of the meet. Julio and Simoff do well together at Delaware. The 23%. And Padiddle, he's getting a little bit of a class relief for sure in this race. He last ran in the Grade 1 Sword Dancer at Saratoga, going 12 furlongs on the turf. He was 50-1 in that spot, so that race was too tough for him. But the race 2 starts ago at Saratoga against Allowance Company, he was a big fourth that day in a 9-horse field. He earned an 83 Beyer speed figure 2 starts ago at Saratoga. He was third in the Grade 2 Man O' War, going 1 mile 3/8 on the turf at Aqueduct this past May. He was third in the Grade 3 Pan American, going 12 furlongs on the turf at Gulfstream this past March. He had a nice big win. They claimed this horse for $25,000 last February. Looks like a nice claim. He had a nice big win first off the claim against Maiden Special Weight at Gulfstream, going 1 mile 3/8 on the turf. Earned a 76 Beyer speed figure. He got a 90 Beyer speed figure when he was third in those graded stakes at Gulfstream and Aqueduct. So he's getting a big time class relief. Julio Hernandez should benefit from a ground-saving trip. Now, this turf on Wednesday was it was very firm and very speed favoring. 2 of the 3 winners on the turf on Wednesday won wire to wire. The winner of race 7 came from off the pace after a real fast early pace was set. So hopefully there'll be enough early speed to set it up for a closer like Padiddle. I make this horse my best bet of the day. If he gets the right kind of trip, he should be much the best here in race 3. So the 1 Padiddle at 3-2, my best bet of the day in race 3. My price play is going to come in race 7. That's a nice maiden special weight for 3-year-olds and upward, going 7.5 furlongs on the turf. In the Grand Motion barn, having a strong meet. Motion hitting at 29%. So I'll take a shot here with this Motion, well-bred, homebred for Robert S. Evans. The 8, Eternal Mischief, a 4-year-old by Into Mischief out of a Galileo mare. So some nice turf pedigree there. This horse is the first time gelding on Thursday. He's coming off the long layoff, making his 4-year-old debut. He ran a couple decent races on the turf last year as a 3-year-old. He was 4th at Laurel in a maiden special weight, going 1 mile. He ran a good 3rd in a maiden special weight, going 1 mile on the turf last November at Tampa. He earned a 75 Beyer speed figure with that effort. Didn't run well last December, but they gave him some time off after that. He's a first-time gelding. I like that. The Motion barn, 22% with horses coming off this kind of layoff. Kevin Gomez will ride. Eternal Mischief is 12-1 morning line. I'm not sure we'll get that big a price, but that would be nice. So I'll make the 8 Eternal Mischief at 12-1 in race 7 my price play of the day. Thanks again to all our fans, horsemen, and bettors for supporting us on Wednesday. The handle was a little over 1.3 million in handle. Hopefully we'll have an even better handle for you on Thursday. We should have nice weather. We should have great weather again on Thursday and Saturday. We have some big fields on the turf both those days, so we hope you can join us. Thanks again for being with us on Wednesday, and we hope to see you on Thursday. Have a great night.